Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. This is your host, Disco Potato, for the night. We are getting ready for Overwatch. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to my technical group, as I do not have a visual on my computer screen yet. Tonight, we have an amazing Overwatch match. Hopefully, we will take the win on them this time on stream, as in the past. We always seem to catch them on the losing day, and then the day we don't stream, they seem to get the win very, very nice and quickly, which is a little unfortunate to the viewers out there, seeing us kind of get destroyed whenever we throw up the video, but I'm excited for tonight. Alrighty, I've thrown up the Twitch chat so I can actually see you guys now. Bringing it on in.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Alrighty, folks. Good to see everyone in chat hopping on down there. We are slowly getting ready to get into the game as they're getting ready to load in.
Ready for battle. I'm in aim.
Party mode engaged.
5, 4, 3.
Alrighty, folks. Sorry for the delay, but looks like we're getting on in to the start. So, this is a control point objective for the first map. They're going to go ahead and go back and forth, and each of them will have a chance to take the win. Looks like University of Montana is hopping on in, and Colorado goes and takes out Nerf Herder right off the bat here in the team fight, bringing it in hard on the money. Going on down, looks like Lodeman is out of the mech, being taken out by Symmetra right there, and it looks like we got a 3v3 takeout right here. They're on the point, getting ready to hop on down. Colorado does take the advantage, but Winston goes ahead and drops down onto the point, securing and stopping that takeover advantage. Looks like they do have the point secured, just a tad for Montana going in here, as they do have a lot of good contesting going down. It's 2-1 right now. Oh, looks like they were able to get the University off the point for a little bit, but Colorado is just able to take it on down. But they went and hopped off for a team fight, and University of Montana secures the point and the objective as a little sneak around there. Looks like they are pushing University of Montana off the point, however, being able to contest it, going back and forth as the point is now being secured by Colorado in the end, with 17% going for the University of Montana, popping on down strong. Alright, looks like their University of Montana is going to go ahead and regroup up here, getting ready to hop on down in onto the point, try to take over this advantage. Bringing on down tanks, go ahead and take the lead as we're following down here. It looks like we do see Reinhardt's throwing back and forth as we do see an ultimate come out from Junkrat from Colorado. They do have 4 more ults. Ults are dropping. We do see a window wall thrown down from Colorado here. As we're popping on down, going back and forth, looks like the Colorado is taking them out. 3 down for the Griz. Bringing it in strong. They weren't able to quite get that advantage that they needed on the objective there. Alright, looks like they're, the Tracer for Griz is on the point, trying to get a good contesting back and forth, and so is Sombra, as Sombra's on the point with them. Here we see a lot of advantage plays and throwing down from Colorado, applying pressure on the Griz, bringing it down to him here. We see the Reinhardt's throwing them back and forth. Winston goes, jumps on in, getting knocked off over, and gets taken. And here we see an ultimate go from Bohemian, taking out their abilities as Sombra getting taken out. However, Sombra and Diva are now down. Same with the Tracer. An ultimate goes from Mercy onto a Nerf Herder, who is on a only a single ultimate though. Not looking too hot. As more damage goes down, it's 95% for Colorado, going in strong right now. Bring it to them. They are on overtime as Lodeman goes and hits the ult button onto the point, and Reinhardt holding down that right click, and they hide behind the objective where they need to be, getting taken out for 5 deaths on Griz side, and there goes Bohemian for the last death to lose the overtime, as no one could get onto the point. Alrighty there. Looks like the round 1 goes to Colorado, as they did a nice little back and forth there. They are going to get ready to attack the next point, because each official match, which is of 5, each official match of 5 has a best of 3 to it. So the next point they have to capture was right in the temple there. They're going to drop on down and get ready to hop in. Choosing a lot of good people. They've got their two tanks as Gubinator and Loadman for the Griz, ready to hop on in. Looks like a lot of damage went onto the Pharah, just a little bit. Got healed up, however, for Colorado. Throwing on down, they're coming around from a different angle than I'm used to here for Griz. Bringing it out and around, they're hopping into the point. The point is objective in this building. You can see by the white line on the ground. They're hopping on down, a lot of good contesting and team fights going down here. It's 3-3. Oh, now only one person from Griz is on the point, however. They're throwing it on down. Nerf Herder goes and gets some good shots, but the Winston went and took him out. Nerf Herder gets revived by Mercy, however, and they're back onto the point. But Colorado is able to get him out and off the point to get half of the objective secured. But alas, here we do see an ultimate coming from the Winston of the enemy team, knocking him off and over around on the point. He's taking a lot of damage, however. Looks like their Diva got taken out of their mech as well for Colorado, and now Reinhardt is on top of him, but he gets taken down by Soldier 66. Oh my Che-Che, would you look at that. Folks, looks like Colorado secures the point in the end after a long wait to find out who had the upper hand. Looks like Colorado takes the W for that one. Griz, go ahead and regroup up here, getting ready to hop on in to the fight. Pharah is throwing down a lot of good shots with Mercy on the follow-up up there. We saw last time when we streamed that the other team had a Pharah that just destroyed the entire Griz team. So we'll see how they decide to contest against that. We do see a Winston behind the entire Griz team, getting ready to hop in. Looks like he hops back over as he was waiting and trying to secure Griz on in there. All right, Diva jogs ahead and jumps in for Colorado as Lodenman's trying to hold on his own here for the team. He gets put to sleep. He's in a 1v3 in the corner here, and he gets taken out with a 5-man sweep for the team. It looks like, actually, no, all 6 were taken out for Griz yet again. Here, they're going to hop on in, regroup, waiting for the revives, and now they're sending it on down. Looks like each team has 2 ults on the entire game. One from Farah, one from Lodeman. They're getting ready to hop on in here. You can see the percentage on their Diva is pretty high at 86, but we have 2 that are in the 90s as Sombra and the Gubinator as Zyra are getting ready to stack up their ultimate. We do see Gubinator has his ult back up. Farah goes ahead and ults right on in there. I wasn't quite able to see where it was, but it looks like it was inside the building right there up on the top, and she was taken out pretty fast when she did it. Winston goes ahead and ults right there as he does some good damage. 5 people drop for the Griz team yet again. Oh my Che, folks. And then we see a nerf this ultimate coming from Diva as they were able to secure the 100% control objective. Very unfortunate plays going on there. We'll see the play of the game from Mish coming from Colorado. Going on down the damage. Let's see how many kills he gets. It looks like, oh, this is just hitting the Q button, which is basically auto fire and auto aim. He chunks them out and gets some good kills. Looks like Bun Bun was still able to get the best healing in the game, however. Taking a lot more damage. The Griz had a lot more health to be healed. Alright, so we take the first L of the night and a best of 5, but we will come in strong here. Hopefully these next 2 are going to be different. I believe the next one is a let's see how far you can get the payload.